Hey Duke, hey Amber. Triglycerides are high. It's all related to your carbohydrate intake. So probably you're consuming more than what you're burning out. So that's why it's high. So pretty much you'll have to reduce the amount of carbohydrates, your simple carbohydrates pretty much. So to give you an example, so let's say you consume 100 grams of carbohydrates, but you're only burning about 80 grams, so you have about 20 grams over tipping the scale or being left for later usage. So we tend to see levels of your triglyceride goes up because of that issue. Or you can add a supplement as well to kind of help you utilize it better, such as niacin, for example. Works great. Hey Bart, how are you? I have the diabetic heart issues as well. I have the diabetic heart issue as well. Uh, Explain a little bit more what exactly going on. If you're diabetic, pretty much a lot of things could be happening from within your heart, from within the cardiovascular aspect of it. It depends whether your cholesterol are being oxidized or not. Hello from Canada. I love your post. Heather, thank you. How's the weather for you, Ben? Where are you at in Canada? Green Vibrance, any thoughts? Green Vibrance? Is that a supplement? I haven't come across it. I gotta check it out, look into it to see what it's all about. I have calcium score 235, 58 years old. I take K2, D3, coenzyme Q10, magnesium, fish oil, but saw your information on cyclodextrin. Hey Neil, how are you? Yeah, 100%. You can definitely try the Cavadix. Don't forget to use my practitioner code so you can get 20% off. Would you say this is the best to take? I believe it can be reversed, but want the best supplement. So far, up to date, I have about 208 patients using it, and we're still waiting for some positive testing. I can say yes, it's working great because a lot of customers are, saying they can breathe better, they can walk longer distances better, and they feel better overall. How much does it reduce? I don't know yet till we do more testing. But keep in mind, a calcified artery contains four different categories, and whether you have calcified and or calcification, soft plaque. So I know you only did a CAC score that only gives you a calcified of 235, but I don't know if you have any soft plaque or not. Probably best if you book a time, we can talk about it in specific and kind of trigger the right issue instead of kind of guessing back and forth. All good here in rainy South Jersey. Oh, it's freezing cold here. It's like minus 11 in this city. I hate it. When I was off the grid, it's only like plus 2 degrees, but we have a lot of snow. We have about 3 feet of snow. I'm 55, postman, pause with high cholesterol on Crestor statin because father had a quadruple bypass. Heather, it doesn't mean that you follow in that same gene, right? It's less than a percent. It's less than a percent. YouTube dashboard. You start eating 4 eggs per day. Cheers to that. You're catching up to me. I'm at 12 eggs per day, sometimes 20 eggs a day. The eggs are delicious for you guys. Cool. How do I book consult? Prepared to pay what it costs. Neil, if you go to my main page, which is stan.store, stan.store, store, my full name, Maurice Daher. And you can actually access my website and you can book a time, either 30 minutes or an hour, and we can go through everything in specifics. Hi, Miss Cosmo, how are you? I'm scared not take Crestor. Can you make some health suggestion for me? Crestor, all it does is just forces your liver not to produce cholesterol. It's not whether you have high cholesterol or not. It's whether your cholesterol is being oxidized or not. So it doesn't mean if you take Crestor, you just all you're doing is just lowering your cholesterol, but you still, you're lowering that symptom, but you're not really going after the root cause. And the root cause is we don't know what it is, so we have to actually investigate what is the root cause, because it could be many things. Are bananas healthy? Bananas are man-made. They're packed with sugars. If you want a sugar spike, yeah, it's not bad, but nothing to do with your potassium or anything, because the sugar will compete with your potassium. Haven't seen your life for a while. You're back at your parents'? I am back here in the city, temporary, for the holidays. I haven't been live as much just because I've been extremely busy with a lot of consultations. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to book some time off so I can continue doing these lives for you guys. I'm probably gonna book, in the evening 1 hour, maybe during the daytime 1 hour, so this way I can catch international individuals and North American individuals as well too. So this way, I still enjoy doing the lives, and hopefully we can continue doing them as much as possible. How to deal with asthma and improve poor eyesight? Asthma, you can actually add NAC, and that would be the best thing you can actually help with. And you can add vitamin E tocotrienols and vitamin A and retinol. Is veal meat healthy? It's not bad. It's not bad. I just don't like the idea behind it. Hello from Vancouver. Hey, Gozan. How are you? What about H. pylori, Pamela? There is a protocol you can follow for H. pylori. It's a lot of information for me to give you over the chat, but there is a protocol that you can actually do to actually eliminate H. pylori. It takes roughly sometimes up to 90 days to actually get there. Yeah, there's a lot of people diagnosed with H. pylori and they don't know it, especially anybody that has like gut issues. It's pretty insane. Why do I have urgency to have a bowel movement? It's probably you're taking a lot of magnesium, possibly. Liver enzymes elevated. What to do? It's not whether what to do. It's just, you gotta ask yourself what has changed recently in my diet to overstimulate the enzymes of the liver. It doesn't mean it's something harmful. It just seems they're possibly overstimulated. The question is, why are they overstimulated? And that's what we need to find out. Could it be they're just overstimulated because could be certain medications, could be certain issues with certain foods, could be many things happening that's actually causing overstimulation. Eggs I ate are not farmed raised. Any differences? Of course there is differences. There's major differences when you eat farmed raised, or commercialized eggs compared to like free range. You're not gonna get the quality of the essential fatty acids and the protein. So that's gonna be a mess. Hey Mo, hey John, can you explain what are oxalates and why do they cause inflammation? Sure, I can. So if you want me to kind of go a little bit more in specific, let's see, how can I actually put it? So oxalates, thinks of oxalates as they're like compounds found in most of our food system, and specifically found in a lot of plant foods. So they're very high in plant foods, and they are almost kind of considered as an anti-nutrient effect, where they can actually bind to certain minerals. And what they do is they bind to, like, say, calcium, and they form crystals. And these tiny crystals are like quite sharp. They're almost like a glass, and they actually accumulate in the tissues and the joints, and they end up causing inflammation. They end up causing pain. They end up causing, well, I would say, some people, they end up getting kidney stones, arterial damage, vertigo, ear canal damages, stiffness of joints, stiffness of fingers and toes. So they cause a lot of harm to the body, and they are heavily found in spinach and almonds and rhubarb, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, sweet chars. So they're quite found in a lot of the plant food. And what they do, they actually cause a crystal formation, and this crystal formation will actually deposit in the tissue and in the joints. Now, one of the best thing to do is, if you're gonna end up eating foods high in oxalates, either you cook that plant, or you steam it, or you add some type of cheese, so the calcium will actually bind to the oxalates. That's one option. Other option is magnesium will get rid of these oxalates from your body, and or as well, when you stop eating these plants, it does take the body about 3 years to flush out excess oxalates from your body. Now, another option is, what else can you do? Another thing is, not a lot of people are actually sensitive to oxalates. Some people feel them right away, some don't. Even if you eat dark chocolate, it has oxalates. Even coffee has oxalates. So there's a lot of things that have oxalates, but some are more than the others, and some are actually more sensitive than the others. But most of the inflammation is going to occur around the joints, gout. Even people with gout, they actually have a lot of crystals as well too. Um, and it's going to actually, one of the major things is going to deplete your magnesium and calcium from the body. Uh, Carnivore diet is best, and usually once you adapt on a carnivore diet and you've been on it for at least 2 3 years, like, your body will start to flush out oxalates, and you're gonna start waking up during the night from extreme pain sometimes. That's how oxalates actually, because the crystals are actually coming off your body, and you'll end up waking up roughly, with me on my fourth year being carnivore, you wake up and you actually find there's like powder around your joints, around your knuckles, your toes, your elbows, and it's pretty interesting. And that's how your body actually gets rid of the oxalates from your system. But you go through some major pains, and you think it's coming from the food. No, it's coming because you're not consuming any more oxalate-rich foods anymore. Mastic gum is actually excellent if you're trying to fix or get rid of H. pylori, Marie. Stephen, I've had much success with PRP injection and prolotherapy for disc problems in torn tendon, and avoided surgery many times. That's good. Thanks so much for sharing that, Bart. Yes, PRP works great for some individuals. Some, they tend to do some PRP and peptides as well. They do. Torn tendons is gonna be hard to fix or to heal, but it doesn't hurt to try. I actually had to strengthen mine with peptides, and that actually worked quite a bit. Hi Maurice, can you list ways to test for estrogen dominant and how to get rid of it? So to get rid of it, you can take a product called calcium D-glucarate. You take about 1,000 milligrams meal 1, 1,000 milligrams meal 2, and that will flush out excess estrogen. Send me a message, Andre. I'll send you the list of biomarkers if you do want to test and what the optimal levels they should be, like your DHEA, your estradiol, progesterone, all that stuff, just to see what level they're at. But ideally, no matter what, I highly recommend, a lot of the males to actually do the flush of calcium D-glucarate at least maybe 3 months or 6 months out of the year. Thoughts on repeat principle, like drinking milk and orange juice? I haven't read that one yet. I haven't came across that one. I know about repeat, but I haven't came across that one. Milk and orange juice. I'm not a big fan of milk or orange juice, to be honest with you, unless you're able to get them like fresh or raw. I haven't been seeing your videos. Where have you been, Maurice? I've been hiding, Patricia. No, I haven't been coming as much because with December being the holidays and I'm back in the cities trying to spend as much time with the family, so I haven't been back. I haven't been back doing live as much actually, but I'm trying to actually set a schedule so I can start doing live more often if I could on a daily basis and see how that goes. Would love to do it. Would love to actually book a time where I can do my lives like at least 3 times a week. I think that would be ideal because I've been working on a new program, on a new membership website only for members, where I'm gonna have all my audio in there, like a Q&A audio where you guys can access them privately. I'm trying to actually put that together, and part of that we can have like a Google face-to-face meet as well too. So this way we can have one-on-one interactions. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of fruit juices or any of that, to be honest with you guys. So that's why I can't really tell you what I think of that, drinking milk and orange juices. I try to kind of stay away from a lot of the processed stuff and try to kind of keep it as natural as possible. If I can get my hands on it naturally, I'll do it. If not, then I kind of stay away from it as much as possible. And yeah, the membership site, I just haven't decided on prices and stuff. I have already about 55 Q&A on there. It's all audio recorded. It's almost like a lot of the questions you guys asked me in the live, they're all gonna be posted there, but I'm already at 455 questions. That's why I write some of the questions you guys asked me, and I've been trying to actually do like a full audio content on it. So this way you can access it as a membership only, and you can actually listen to the audio and take notes from there. And I think that would be great for a lot of you guys. I love my eggs. Cheers to that. What would you say are top foods you eat daily and you think everyone should eat? Mine are eggs. To be honest with you guys, I eat anywhere between 10 to 20 eggs a day. That's my daily intake. So, eggs have always been my highest. They're best for tissue repair, muscle gain, and for recovery. And if you don't overcook the yolk, especially eating eggs at night is going to actually boost your testosterone. Keep in mind the cholesterol in the eggs, which is 168 milligrams per egg, as long as not overly cooked or oxidized, that cholesterol will actually boost your testosterone. So it's really, really good to do that. Can I take ribose and create L-carnitine at the same time for HF? Does creatine raise potassium? Does not raise potassium. It has nothing to do with potassium. But yes, you can take ribose and L-carnitine. Even if you add creatine and coenzyme Q10, you're going to actually increase your ejection fraction. Thanks for your help. How do I become a client? I'm going to launch an email. Maybe just I'm sending an email very soon, and I'm going to post it up on my website. I'm trying to finalize membership section where you can have access to all my ebooks. You can have access to all my Q&A contents, and so far I have 55 Q&A answered, but I'm actually adding on a daily basis. I'm recording 1 or 2 audio question, and I'm actually posting it on a daily basis. So far I have 455. I haven't finished recording all of them, but I'm planning to actually have more than thousands of Q&A. So this way it keeps you guys engaged and keep you guys going, listening to a lot of that information. Cavadix should only come under right to try via Trump. The shipping takes forever when it's held up for 6 weeks. The discount help thought. Yeah, a lot of these, a lot of the Cavadix are being held, and the only thing we can do is just reach out to the company, and as long as it does not get compensated by the government, then we can actually send another order. Shwadi, give me a second, guys. Shwiki, okay, give me a second, guys. I have to grab Duke. Duke, come. So you guys had to move Duke because my dad was going out and he's just holding the door hostage. I don't know where we were. I'm very low Crestor. I am on very low Crestor. I think it helps with arterial inflammation, but may look into the Cavadix. Yeah, the low Crestor is not bad. Taking 2.5 milligrams, maybe 5 milligrams is okay for inflammation. Or you can take Registrice as well for inflammation. They're both not bad. They work pretty good. Are polyphenols fat soluble? Polyphenols are more absorbed with fats. You get higher absorption rate. How about lab work? Then a plan to address deficiencies. We always do that. We always do lab work before we do any type of, because keep in mind, guys, I don't like to actually I don't like to prescribe or kind of direct somebody to take certain supplementation blindly without digging a lot deeper into your blood work and biomarkers to see exactly what you're deficient in. Because imagine, you're trying to treat something and you're just taking a certain supplement, and a year down the road nothing has happened. Well, we don't know what was your biomarker before and after, so we can't. I don't like guessing, so I like to actually take everything based on your biomarkers and to kind of see exactly what you're deficient in, because every person is diet different than the other. One person can eat organs, another person can't eat organs, so each one of you guys have different deficiencies. Unfortunately, eggs are so darn expensive currently here in the United States. Anyway, they are very expensive. You know how much I buy? So I buy 12 eggs, free range, $9 every 12 eggs. So that's how much they are here. It used to be 2 years ago, 3 years ago, about $6. Now they're up to like $9. I don't know how much it is in the US board, but they're getting freaking expensive because they know a lot of people are actually utilizing them so much. Captain, my captain, what's going on, Arch? I get gout. How come you have gout? What are you taking that you're causing your gout to probably be inflamed? Copy image address. Hi Maurice, what would happen if you know you should not eat, or what would happen if you know you should not eat organs? Nothing would happen. You just maybe lose certain vitamins and mineralization. They are quite dense. Sometimes certain vitamins and minerals you're not gonna get with your other pieces of meat, for example. I eat liver at least a couple times a week, and I eat beef hard. But if you can't get your hands on them, it's fine. You're gonna be deficient a little bit, or a little bit weak on the weak side in regards to like your copper and zinc and other mineralization. When I was off the grid, I didn't eat liver or heart for almost 5 months because there was no good access. We have 4 chicken and that give me 4 eggs a day. That's pretty good, Steven. I'm planning to get some chickens this year, this summer. I'm gonna try to actually get me at least a couple of chickens, so this way I can save some money and have my own eggs. I want to get like 10 chickens. I need at least, well, I eat about 10 eggs a day, and I feed Duke about 3 to 4 eggs daily as well. So I need quite a bit of chickens to actually go through. We go through at least almost about, we say 1, 2, 3, 4. We go through about like sometimes 12 dozens a week, 14 dozens a week. How does one get gout? It's high uric acid from high fructose intake that actually causes that. Extremely heaviness in my head. Go get some salt or drink some coffee. You probably have too much contraction, not enough relaxation. So definitely that would be one thing you should do. Sorry, I was just sending somebody a message. Give me a quick minute. I'm almost done. Products. Delete. Give me a second, guys. Upload file. Select products. Open. Is grass-fed liver capsules worth it? I have been doing some research on it. Yes, it is worth it. Hey Sean, good to see you. I've been around. The grass-fed liver is good. So keep in mind, you're supposed to consume about 3,000 milligrams of the dry desiccated liver. That's almost equivalent to about a couple of ounces of real liver. So if you're not able to take the liver or the organs, it is good. I am actually reaching out to one of the company to check out their certificate of analysis to see if everything checks out good. But yeah, most of the stuff is good for you if you can be able to afford it. It's not cheap. Just to let you guys know, it's not cheap at all. I would love to take it. I just cannot afford it right now. But if you can afford it, go for it. And you can probably eliminate certain other products as well too, because it's much more bioavailable compared to just taking vitamins and minerals. Based on PubMed study and your suggestion, I'm now taking bovine bone marrow caps and colostrum for stem cell production. Yeah, that works. Bone marrow, when you look at the bone marrow, room temperature, let it sit for about 2-3 hours of room temperature. Make sure you get the bone marrow. You want the blood kind, the red kind, not the white kind as much. The red kind actually is more rich with stem cells. And you can just scoop it with a spoon and eat it raw. It's freaking delicious. And this would be one of your best for stem cell production. Way better than collagen, way better than even chocolate, how they say it actually activates stem cells. This is your ultimate. It's much more bioavailable. I'm dealing with heavy amounts of PVCs. I'm scared to try the magnesium taurate with my... Why not? Try it out. Give it a shot. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help stabilize it. Your freaking medication is causing more harm than good because it's actually constantly blocking your magnesium. You're blocking your calcium. Good evening, Maurice, my man Maurice from the Tundra of Minnesota. Sent you a few WhatsApp messages and an email. I will check them. I think this is in regards to your father MRI. I won't be able to get to that till tomorrow, and I'll actually review it and I'll let you know what's going on. Good night, Maurice. Just let you know I'm feeling much better. I'm glad, Deslan. Keep me updated. I hope things are going well for you. Dehydrated organs and take. I can't stomach it. You can get dehydrated organs. Does if you can't eat like raw organs, that wouldn't be too bad. I'm trying to actually get a hold of one company to possibly post it on the website. I'm just waiting for their certificate of analysis to pass. Monopoly, how are you? And I think I did the calculation the other day for one of my patient. He was asking me, and I think it was, let me just double check. Every 3 grams of desiccated like organs, you can end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly about 5 ounces. It's equivalent to about 5 to 6 ounces of raw compared to desiccated, and you should actually get the same type of nutrients. The only thing is you're losing is the water density, so you might lose a little bit of mineralization, but it's not a big deal. What can I do for sciatic nerves? The only thing you can do is probably spray magnesium on your lower back and take some magnesium glycinate to actually help relax your body from going into too much contraction. That would be the ideal thing. Is chicken liver good? I don't like chicken liver myself. Unless the chicken is pasture raised, free range, then maybe I say. But I like the beef because it's more heavy, dense nutrient compared to chicken. Chicken and fish are very, very minimal when it comes down, let's say, to their livers and other things. BC guy, what of goat liver? Goat liver. I haven't goat. Actually, I haven't tried goat liver. I eat a lot of lamb liver. I love lamb liver. It's actually way better than beef even, for flavor wise. Flavor wise is way better than beef, lamb liver, and that's the one that I totally love to eat actually raw. If you can get it fresh or even frozen, it's fine. But it's delicious, and it's very, very dense and very heavy. Maybe I'll buy some this Thursday from the farm. I might go see them. Maybe we'll do like a video on it. Don't know if my comment came through. Well, I haven't seen any other comments, Sean. Maybe you're being blocked. Somebody does not like you. Post it up again. Let me see if I can catch it. What about pork liver? I have not tried pork liver. I won't be able to comment on that. The only reason I haven't been able to try some of these things is just if I'm not able to get it like pasture raised or free range or anything like that, I don't buy it. And unfortunately, I'm not able to in certain aspects. I don't know if anybody out there has tried pork liver. Definitely, if they can comment, would be great. Valentin, everything's good. Yes, Duke is downstairs playing. He was just finishing his food, and everything's good with the move. But already missed the place, so looking forward to go back after the holidays. Things about premature ventricle contraction, having about 200 or so more. What are you doing for supplementation, Sean? What's your thoughts on BPC and TB 500? I've done them. What would you like to know? For gut recovery, for joint pain. I did them purposely for endothelial function and for tendons. Did feel a great difference for the tendons, a lot stronger. I did 2 cycles of 8 weeks each. I took BPC 157, 250 micrograms morning and evening, and TB 500, 2500 micrograms every 4 days. How do you detox the animal and foreign DNA from the vaccine which led to autoimmune disease? You can't right now. I don't think you could. I don't think you could. I haven't really done much research on that. Unless it actually falls in the heavy metal aspect, it can take almost 30 years to be fleshed out. Unless we do like zeolite and other things. Joint pain and hip. Yeah, it does work for joint pain and hips as well too. But keep in mind, it does work for certain individuals, and certain individuals don't feel nothing. How long would it take to feel a difference when using a grounding sheets? Within about probably less than a week. If you're doing it across your whole body from your back all the way to your lower legs, within a week, you should feel a difference. Me, myself, I felt the difference within about like 3 days. I tried magnesium oxide, didn't help. Magnesium oxide won't work. I have magnesium taurate 1000, but scared to take it with prop. You should be fine as long as you're 4 hours away, and it's not going to conflict with the blood pressure medication. I also have taurine 500, but have not started taking it. You need to take a lot more. You gotta take magnesium ionic chloride. Oxide doesn't do anything. It's mostly for constipation. If anything, it's gonna flush more magnesium out of your system. Taurine you can take up to like 9,000, 10,000 milligrams daily with no side effects. It's not gonna conflict with any Propofol or any high blood pressure medications at all. If you start to notice that your heart rate is dropping, then you can actually start to reduce your blood pressure medications. Is fish good for high triglyceride? Yes, it does help. It does help with the triglyceride, but your high triglyceride is coming from too much carbohydrates. Thank you for your time. Yeah, no problem. Let me know if you're gonna try it out. Keep me updated, because I'm gonna probably do another cycle. Right now, I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get some IV therapy going, as well too, but there's so many companies here. They're just they have too much fight on their processing and shipping, which just kind of sucks, to be honest with you guys. Would love to actually connect with a manufacturer where I can buy IV therapy kit and I can ship it to you guys. I think that would be the best thing to do for our magnesium. Like for example, Sean, if you're having irregular heartbeat or ventricle issues, having couple IV therapies of magnesium, instead of taking a supplement of magnesium, it takes you a year or so to saturate. You can saturate within weeks, but they just want to overprice things like crazy, which is too bad. What's your thoughts on supplements, high quality, niacin iodine? Well, if you're gonna take iodine, you're gonna take about 12 milligrams daily, 12.5 milligrams daily. I don't know about the nascent iodine daily. I may have asked you before, but can I take D3K2 while on blood thinners? Yes, you could. What would you recommend for someone with cancer diagnosis? Obviously, who doesn't want chemo? Oh, there's a protocol for that. I can give you a full protocol. I've written about maybe 8 protocols for cancer patients. I can't really share the information up here because they won't like me, but it does consist of, let's just say, unusual supplementation that's not found on the shelf. Thanks, bro. Wonderful advice. Can low potassium, despite eating lots of be caused by low magnesium? Can low potassium, despite eating lots? Magnesium is what actually balances your potassium. So it's not so much about adding more potassium. It's about controlling your magnesium, so magnesium can control all your electrolyte levels. So it does not affect clotting factor. It does not. Any thoughts on 5-amino 1? What? I haven't heard of it. Let me look it up. What is it called? 5-amino 1MQ? What is that? 5-amino 1MQ. Let's see. It's a new product. 5 grams amino 1MQ methylquinone limidol. Let's see what's in it. Well, I can't see it. What do you recommend doing to lose menopausal weight again? Oh, it's a peptide. Oh yeah, let me bring it up here on my screen. 5-amino 1MQ or different pros and cons. Oh, so it's very similar to a semaglutide. If you need help with, have you done peptides? If you haven't done peptides, I can probably help you with the process. Amazing. Do you have Instagram in case you're taken down on here? I do have Instagram, guys, yes. And if it does get taken down from here, I would love to have everybody going over to Instagram or even going over to my YouTube channel as well too. Thank you so much. I've gotten so many conflicting answers. Chronic yeast infection. How long would it take to feel a difference when... Okay, we answered that. My cardiologist compared high LDL cholesterol 7.5 to smoking without even knowing if it's oxidized. These are younger doctors and still so against LDL. Yeah, these guys are clueless. You know, all they're doing is just they take a high number of LDL and they assume that's it, you have issues without actually checking to see whether it's oxidized or whether something is happening in our body, whether there is inflammation or not. They just go by the LDL number, which is, I think, is bullshit. I don't know why they keep doing that. It is under my name, Maurice Daher at Instagram. Same thing with YouTube as well too. I don't know how you say your name. Pukahazi? I hope I'm saying it correctly. Hey Maurice, I remember you saying Pukahazi. You saying you tried BPC 157, TP 500 for an injury, I believe. How was your experience? Overall, of course, the injury is not gonna heal, but it's a lot stronger than before because it was my left arm and I couldn't lift weights with it anymore. So I did 2 cycles of 8 weeks each, and I felt good. I stopped. I'm gonna probably do another cycle here coming up soon. Give me a second, guys. Gotta open the door for Duke. Come on, Duke. Come upstairs. Come. Come on. You coming? Hey guys, sorry. Hey stuff, what's going on? How do you get rid of heart plaque? Go watch my videos on YouTube. I have a lot of videos on YouTube about heart plaque. Or you can book a time with me, we can talk. What's your thoughts on the carnivore diet also? I've been on carnivore diet for 10 years. Some people swear by it, but I'm not convinced. Well, it depends what would you like to know. So I've been on it 10 years, so if you have questions about carnivore diet, I'm sure I'm the one who's gonna give you most probably honest answer. Um, you mentioned selenium and copper being low in some people with heart problems. What does that combo actually do? I'll answer that in a sec. Do you think we're supposed to have carbs too? It's not whether we're supposed to have carbs. Carbs are actually meant to be per seasonal, and as long as it's not man-made. Is it possible for me to lose 50 pounds in 2 months safely with restrictive calorie? Oh yeah, you can do If you do some prolonged fasting, you can probably do it pretty good. So to answer your question, I know I did a short video on it, and I wanted to do actually a long video on the selenium and copper, because usually your cholesterol oxidizes is because you don't have enough copper in your body, and that's why sometimes we tend to see copper go up a bit, because not copper go up, cholesterol goes up a bit because you're deficient in copper. It's almost like a sign. So sometimes we have to actually check few things. But selenium has antioxidant support, and actually empowers your glutathione to actually prevent your LDL from actually oxidizing or causing oxidative damage to the arterial system. Because the only reason we end up having oxidative damage to the arterial system is because we lose magnesium. So when magnesium is gone from our system, to prevent any further damage from happening, selenium comes in to actually protect your arterial system from constantly being damaged. And copper will actually prevent your cholesterol from being released at a high rate, because it knows it's going to end up getting oxidized. So it kind of, they both work hand in hand to actually prevent that having, like, say, heart problem, for example. But it's critical to know that selenium as well helps maintain heart rhythm and helps reduce calcium from being accumulated in the arteries. So it's almost very similar role as magnesium, similar role as K2 to actually help regulate your calcium. Now when it comes down to copper as well too, how can I put this in? See, whenever we lose hair, or whenever we age, or our skin becomes not as elastic as possible as it used to be when we're younger, is because we actually lose copper. And you cannot get copper into your body at the cellular level. It could only be injected as a peptide, because anybody that has like hair loss or collagen depletion, or their arterial system is not as flexible, they actually get injections of copper, and that actually enhances. The downfall with the copper injection is every time you do it, that specific spot you get it done, it's actually is painful for at least a couple of days, and it becomes very, very sensitive. So you can only do the peptide of copper for roughly about 4 weeks on and a couple of weeks off. But copper deficiency is the cause of blood pressure, anemia, weakness, your skin cracking very fast, not enough collagen production, all that stuff. So I hope that kind of gives you like a brief kind of information of how they both kind of interact with heart issues. Hibiscus tea healthy for heart health? Well, it does control your sugar spikes. It's not bad. It's good if you actually mix it with hawthorn. Don't look at how much calories you want to eat to actually lose weight. You're not gonna harm the organs. You just gotta make sure you're just maintaining that weight maintaining your intake of food without kind of causing too much harm to your system. But if you're gonna lose 50 pounds, let's say, you could actually do it with prolonged fasting and some heavy movement, like high intensity training. Dude, come here. Where were you? Did you go outside, pee? Foods that are highly inflammatory, seed oils, anything heavily processed, anything that is man-made. Come here, Duke. All that stuff is gonna cause inflammation, and we're always gonna question the source. Yeah, Duke has a mind of his own. He doesn't want to listen to me. He wants to go downstairs and play. I told him, give me an hour. Let me go chat for a bit, because I haven't been live for a while. Selenium is good with iodine, yes, 100%. Especially if you can take a good amount of iodine. Potassium good for heart regulations. Magnesium will actually control your potassium, correct. But you should never really take a potassium supplement. It should come from food. Refined sugars, worst food for the gut. Anything that is processed, heavily processed. Refined sugar is your worst. Seed oils are your worst. All the stuff is gonna kill you. Come here, Duke. Here, give me the ball. I'll play with you. Come. I only say this because people say losing weight too fast causes damage. It's not causing damage. Your liver has to filter out. Everything you lose as body weight, everything has to be filtered through your organs. It's going to be filtered through your liver and your kidney. It's not whether it causes damage, just end up causing overstimulation of your liver. That's all it is. You can end up seeing your enzymes kind of go up a bit. This doesn't mean that it's harmful. It's just, this means it's being processed out. Let's close the door a bit. Okay, Duke? It's freaking hot in here, bud. Here, you guys can see Duke. Can I turn it more? Come on, without dropping it. There you go. There's the king. You guys can see him. Like as long as I get protein, minerals, and vitamins in diet, I'm good, right? 100%, yeah, 100%. And you just give your liver some time to actually, you know, clean itself down. So you should be fine. Yeah, I just got him that ball actually because he had 3 of them, yellow, red, and green, and he lost all of them. So he went to Cabela's yesterday, 2 days ago, and we were walking through the aisle where they have all the toys, and he saw the ball and he came at it right away. He's like, this is what I want. So I had to get it for him. That's his favorite. Keeps him busy. My thyroid function test showed very high TSH, feeling bitter taste in mouth. Advice please. Start taking some iodine and some tyrosine. Tyrosine would actually help quite a bit. Oh, would be nice. I prepare blue cooking and 1 liter, 1 soup spoon potato starch and 1 soup iodine 10%. Drink that 200 ml a day. Well, that's interesting. I gotta look into that recipe. Duke is having too much fun. Duke. Hey. Sorry guys, he's having too much fun. Hey Tony, what's going on? I'm gonna take it away from you. Yeah. Yeah. I've been doing good, Tony. Thank you. One Russian doctor found that Roshan used that as a load. I'll check it out. I'll look into it. Yeah, I got it. think tonight is Duke's time to actually talk with you guys. Wait, Duke? Should you turn the red light on? There we go, we got some red light going. Is that good for you? I got it. Great patience. Duke wants a head hug. You should get Duke some socks. Yeah, he wants to play like every single day. We play for at least with the exercise and the walking and like all the stuff that we do. It's almost about we spend about three hours in total. 3 hours every single day. And it's tough when it's actually when it's cold outside. We can't really go outside as much. It's he gets frustrated a bit. Hey, relax. It's my turn. Starch neutralizes the aggressiveness of iodine and gives it a blue color. I'll try that out to see the difference. How was the difference with the thyroid and stuff, or just you're doing it to get more into your system? Oops, I'm able to verify. No, leave it. Leave the light alone. Back up, please. Leave the light alone. We all just mind. Like, he's having too much fun. See, there you go. He's relaxed now. He just ate. He was just eating actually before we came up to start doing the live, and I left him downstairs by himself. Why some famous YouTube cardiologists are putting their patients on plant-based diet, replacing meat with legumes and lentils? Because they don't know how to actually address the root cause. To them, if I put you on a vegan diet, pretty much that vegan diet does not contain any cholesterol or anything to actually say causes progression. They assume that it's just gonna slow things down. And that's the easiest thing they do because that's what they've been taught. They know for a fact they can put you on that stuff and you'll become like a freaking vegetable that you don't question anything. And on top of that, they put you on medications. But an average person will probably stick to it for 6 years, 7 years, and they'll actually drop back to a regular diet. Imagine going on a blend diet and it doesn't even fix anything. It's all bullshit. Back up, Duke. Back up. Back. Good job. Give me the ball. Sit. Good job. You wanna destroy my bet today? I think we all need meat to actually satisfy. Meat and food and all that stuff has nothing to do with your arterial system or anything like that. What causes all these things is because we end up having deficiencies, and a deficiency is mostly magnesium, your vitamin D. These are your most top two, because keep in mind, magnesium has about 600-700 different enzymatic functions. Same with vitamin D. Vitamin D is a hormone, and once these two are off balance, pretty much that's when we start to actually damage our arterial system and we get oxidative damage. Imagine going vegan, you're gonna actually become more deficient. Copper sulfate or blue stone is also very useful and cleans the body and all fungi and skin disease. Add 2 grams to the whole bathtub full of hot water for at least 15 minutes. Copper sulfate. Take bath 15 minutes. Famous cardiologists are not comparable to knowledgeable ones. Yeah, it's a lot of these cardiologists, I think they just been taught to actually feed us pharmaceuticals and that's it. They don't care about whether you get healthy or not. They tell you, here, go on this diet and that's it. And keep taking your medications and I don't want to hear from you anymore. Probably, they'll talk to a patient once a year and that's it. They don't really care. Um, Talk about borax. I don't know if I could, if they'll uh, they'll ban me or not. But what would you like to know about borax? It actually removes calcium from your arteries. Borax has a lot of amazing benefits, even for bone density and everything, especially when you actually mix it with magnesium. Um, I take it. If you want to know the exact method, I take about 1/8 of a teaspoon mixed with 1 liter of water with magnesium in it. And you can actually buy it like as a detergent for about like a couple kilograms for like $9. It's pretty insane, and that's where you want to get your boron. You never want to take boron directly. It's too freaking expensive. Get it from borax. I do take about 1/8 of a teaspoon mixed with 1 liter of water. Um, you can increase the solution. It depends what you're after, but technically you gotta start with about 1/8 of a teaspoon. If you want to mix it, you can mix it usually with a combination. Do relax with about 400 milligrams of magnesium ionic chloride in that same bottle. But you have to take it for about 6 to 8 weeks before you start to kind of feel a difference in your joints. And as well, we've had a lot of people actually increase their testosterone because boron does actually do that. It increases your testosterone and it levels off your estrogen levels. How to add copper to your diet? So if you're gonna be adding copper, I probably get it from like drinking water and a cup of copper. Every 1 liter will give you 2 milligrams. Make sure every 2 milligrams you have to take a ratio 7 to 1 of zinc. So every 7 milligrams of zinc equivalent to 1 milligram of copper. They should not be consumed together. They have to be couple of, at least 4 hours apart. Some people like the flavor or the taste of it. Some people don't. That's why I mix it with magnesium, or you can put taurine with it in the mix. You can do a lot of different things. Some people actually add a little bit of lemon, squeeze lemon with the bottle of water, and but you have to consume at least 1/8 of a teaspoon. 1/8 of a teaspoon will give you roughly about 32 milligrams of boron. You can actually increase up to 1/4 of a teaspoon, but you really don't want to do more than that. That's equivalent to about 60 milligrams of boron daily. A lot of that information you probably won't find if you Google it or find it. It is going to be mostly on underground websites or unusual supplementation testing as well too. You might find some of that information that people have used, what the effect they've gotten. But at the end of the day, if you don't try it yourself, you won't know exactly, whether it's going to be if it's worth it or not. Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night with very fast heartbeat. It's because your potassium is, yeah, your sodium and potassium is not balanced correctly. I take colloidal copper on occasion, I forget, and silver. Yeah, a lot of that stuff work. How to add copper to your diet. And the best way to get copper, Andre, if you don't want to add any, is eating liver. Beef liver is very, very rich in copper. Can't remember what it was. I think it was about 10 milligrams per, I think 6 ounces of liver, I believe it was. I can't remember the exact number. Balance your magnesium, it will balance your sodium and potassium. Your magnesium is what's important, guys. And I'm trying, like, if you guys are in Canada, goes on. You're in Canada. You guys gotta help me find some IV therapy companies we can reach out to where we can actually get the whole IV therapy kits. And I think that would be our next step as a community. We should be looking at IV therapies to actually start administering ourselves to actually heal ourselves better. They put you on vegetable diet and the blood results will definitely be good, and they can say successful therapy. The cause of every disease is poisons and parasites together. It is necessary. to clean from parasites. You have copper and beef liver. Parasite is the biggest issue. But it's funny that you say that because almost every patient I've seen, at least 1 out of 3 patients I see, they all have some type of parasite, and it is true. It's because due to our food we eat and due to the medications that a lot of patients are taking antacids. So imagine how much pathogens thrive in your gut when you have such a very very low pH level. So you're right. They put you on a vegetable diet because they don't know any better, and they know that you're gonna actually feel better compared to your regular North American diet. But then, at the end of the day, you're taking one step forward, 10 step backward. You're never really fixing the root cause, and you're causing more harm than good. And nobody even thinks about parasite cleansing. It's not so much about parasite cleansing; it's about destroying that parasites off your system, and nobody even talks about it. And we all have some type of parasites. But that's why the acidity in your gut is very important to be at least a 1.5 for pH. So this way you can actually eliminate any type of parasite. But if you have a pH that is not about 1.5, then you're just feeding these pathogens like crazy. Hey MD, got some new info to share with you about magnesium. Looking forward to it. You fix your home. I'm back in the city, Sahar. I'm back in the city right now. Not off grid right now. Back in Calgary. Can IV vitamin mineral therapy can result in overdose if you are taking supplements? It's not whether it's overdose. So keep in mind the IV therapy is gonna hit at the cellular level a lot faster, which is nice. It's not about overdosing. When we do the IV therapy, we can control how much vitamins and minerals we should be consuming. We just kind of drop the dose so this way we're on a maintenance level. Where is Duke then? Duke is right behind me on the floor. He was just playing with the ball. You missed out. You missed out. He's just laying down behind me. But yeah, if you guys come across anybody that actually does, or we can actually contact to get some IV therapy directly, I think that would be probably the best next thing. Because here in Canada it's ridiculous. You can get an IV therapy, let's say of magnesium or vitamin C, unless you go see a naturopathic doctor. And naturopathic doctor wants to charge you like $300 for one consultation, then they turn around and charge you another $300 to give you one IV therapy, which is ridiculous. It's too expensive. If it becomes available as a peptide, I think that would be the next best thing. Hello, I have a question about Hiska. Is that a thing? Let me check. I don't know. Um, he was. Was certain information. Never heard of it. Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. How are you stand doing? Are you still taking niacin? I still take niacin, yeah. I've been taking niacin for a long time. Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is a southern. Are you talking about some kind of drink? Maybe. Hey Maurice, I have a question about where you purchase organ meats. The organ meats I get it directly from my farmer. The same farmer that I get my yak meat from. I get beef heart, Kidneys, liver. We tried the pancreas, did not freaking like it, was disgusting. That's the only thing I can get from him. If that's most of the organs I get from him, and I get a lot of beef tongue actually as well too. Plant-based, it's a psychedelic drug. That's the one you're talking about. I think that's the one you're talking about, Sahar. I thought you would know about that. Yeah, you're talking about the DMT and MNO. I know which one you're talking about now. I didn't know about the original scientific name. It's a DMT inhibitor and stuff. What's up, Duke? What's going on? What are your thoughts on moringa tea? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of moringa. I've tried it before, didn't really feel a whole lot of difference, but definitely it doesn't hurt to try it out and see how it's working for you. I take nerokinase and lambrokinase both, but I rotate the two. Are you supposed to cycle off? You're supposed to cycle off nerokinase on and off. Lambrokinase, you don't need to, not a whole lot. But so the lambrokinase you don't need to cycle, but the nerokinase you should. Is that something good for you? It depends what you're trying to accomplish with it, and it depends whether you're doing it for therapeutic purposes or just for um, basic overall well-being. The thing is whether you can get your hands on it or not. I don't think you could. I think the clean protein is a good way to go. I just had a beef burrito and feel a little lousy. It's all about clean products. Yeah, 100%. The source is very, very important. Very important. I went to ER multiple times for the fast heartbeat, and every time they tell it's panic attack. It's not panic attack. It's just your magnesium is off. Go get your magnesium. Go get a magnesium IV therapy done, so you can actually saturate your cells a bit. Nettoyage. I like the stuff you actually shared with us. Hopefully you remember, and we can definitely touch base. And thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate all the info you put out there. Duke, up in the bed, buddy. We go outside in a bit. Give me like maybe 10 minutes. 10 more minutes with everyone, and I'll take you outside, okay? You need to go poop? There's Duke. Can you guys see him there? There you go, your best friend. What? What's the matter? You're hot in here, you wanna go outside? Yeah? Okay. Should we let these guys go? What? Yeah? Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I know we've only been here for an hour and 10 minutes. I gotta take Duke outside, take him for a little, his last walk. Usually we go like a night walk before he goes to sleep. He's waiting. And we'll definitely come back again. I'm sure I'll come back again tomorrow. Should L-carnitine go get cycled? There's no need to. I take it daily. Still on arrhythmia stack you prescribed. We'll schedule a call with you. Sounds good, Greg. Looking forward to it. Continue on it. Thank you. Thanks so much. You guys, definitely I'll come back more often. I'm gonna try to come back again tomorrow. I'm trying to kind of change a block of time in the afternoon so I can actually spend it with you guys, but we'll have a little bit more live. And let me know what you guys think about the membership that I'm gonna launch with all the audio content in regards to a lot of the Q&A that I get. So I hope this is something maybe you guys would enjoy or not, but we'll definitely talk about it. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening, and we'll touch base hopefully by tomorrow. Cheers.